If we could start with team news, how are things looking? Any changes for the players you had available last weekend against Liverpool?
The same.
All the same. So, Chris Wood, any closer?
Let's see. The same. They're still getting involved with the team. Let's wait and see.
Okay. But as things stand, because Dominguez had to go off in that game against Liverpool.
Yeah, he recovered well. Couple of days to recover, but he seems well. We still have another session to go tomorrow, and that's when we have the final update.
In terms of that game against Liverpool, obviously a disappointing end to the game. Since then, there have been these FA charges this week in regards to your staff and players, how they responded at the final whistle. Has that increased any sense of injustice, or do you think those charges are fair?
No, I think it's difficult to control your emotions after what happened. Unfortunately, what happened in the game is very difficult to control the emotions. We should, but it's hard when you see such a big situation happening. So now let's wait for the charges and let's move forward. I personally think that we have to forget about it and move forward. There are more important issues that we have to deal with.
How difficult has it been, though, to move forward and to get it out of your mind and your players' minds?
It's difficult, but this is what we have to do.
Has it helped, from your respect, after the game? You have Mark Clattenburg, he was able to talk to the press and kind of give the club's perspective on things. Has that helped you as a manager to have him doing that?
Yeah, because it makes me not comment on these situations. My job is to try and prepare the team as well as I can. And if I could avoid mentioning all these problems, better.
He wasn't able to go and talk to the referee after the game. Is that something that maybe the club will look to do to get him on the list? So that
Normally the referees are very open to receive in their office the people from the clubs. It was not the case. I hope in the future it can change, because it's all about speaking, not judging them, because the judgment is for everyone to see you made a mistake.
Can you use that sense of injustice maybe from that kind of decision moving forward positively, that maybe it will give your players that sort of us against them mentality, bring them even closer together as a unit, and that fighting spirit?
There's nothing positive from what happened. Nothing positive. It was a very tough week, especially it ended very bad, so nothing positive from what happened. We cannot take nothing from that. What we take is that we did a good game.
So you can take positives at least from the performance up until that goal that you'd kind of, held Liverpool.
Yeah, we know that we are playing good. We are doing a lot of things well, but we are not getting nothing from the games. So we have to continue and try to sustain our level of performances and get points.
In terms of this Brighton side that you're facing this weekend, obviously a disappointing night for them in Europe last night. What have you made to their recent form?
I know it is a good team. I know a good team, and I know how hard it is to play in Europe and then compete in the Premier League. The before and the after it's always hard, because we experienced that before. But we are talking about a very good opponent, very good players, very good manager. So we expect a tough game.
And is it a must? You've got to start getting points on the board when you're looking at the table. The fact you're playing Luton the weekend after this, and given everything that's happening now, it's just essential that those points start coming on board.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. What we have to look is the best way to achieve points is if you play good and you compete well. We have to maintain our levels of awareness and commitment in the games, then exploit our talented, better finishing, more clinical, all these things that we have to concern about the game, because if we perform well, the results will come.
And is it just fine margins, do you think, at the moment? It is those maybe one or two errors at the back?
Not only ours, but also ours, but not only.
Yeah. comes to the end of the season, and you know.
It's a long way, Christy. Let's think about tomorrow and after tomorrow.
Okay, well, hopefully no
Thank you.
controversies.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what everybody wants. Thank you.
Thanks, Neil.
Thank you.
Can I ask you about Taiwo Awoniyi? You left him on the bench for the Liverpool match. How close is he to being back to his very best?
He's closer. He's closer. Everybody knows what happened with Taiwo. He was a long time injury. Then he started playing more than he should due to the circumstances of the squad. But he's improving. I think the decision of not starting him was related to the previous game on the FA Cup, where he made 90 minutes, short period of recovering. But he entered the game well and he's okay.
In terms of Brighton, you've had experience of playing in Europe and then following up with a Premier League game. What specifically makes it so difficult for a team to back up a performance in
The short periods of recovering that you have. When you travel to play another country, then you have to travel back. And 2 days after you are competing, it's not easy.
But you prepare for a good Brighton, I guess, this weekend.
Of course, we are talking about a very good team.